Those thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I suffer so much? I would love to feel your touch. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Save me before
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Moose Racing League Season 7, Round 2 at Circuit of the Americas. I am Gibbsy, who will be providing you your commentary throughout the race today. Unfortunately, I am not with Chosen Toby, as he is helping coach his kids at soccer today. What a great dad he is. With a grid full of talented drivers, including some of the biggest in Moose Racing, the promises to be an unforgettable event. Sit back, relax, and get ready for some very serious action. Thank you guys for tuning in today with me. I am alone, unfortunately, but this will never stop our vibe. So you can hear the music going on again. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am very excited to see these guys race as we pull up. We have two races here in the US today in Season 7. Well, not today, but one today, another one down later in the season. Pete has won back-to-back opening races in Tier 4. Season 6, he won, got immediately moved up to Tier 3 after that. He got moved back down for this season. One last race. We have three drivers we want to watch today. Pete, Pogs, and Gwenfro. I'm going to keep a heavy look on Pogs and his teammate Jim Just Rage, along with Gwenfro and his teammate. Those four are going to be excellent to watch, considering how close they were the whole race in Singapore. This is going to be a very virtual safety car heavy track. There's a lot of open space, a lot of runoff areas. So we are definitely going to be seeing the virtual safety car, hopefully more than the safety car. Hope everybody... We have almost everybody. We just need one more. I'll see if I can get him in here. That is everybody in here. Hope everybody enjoyed the fantastic racing we had in Tier 5. I watched some of it, but not all of it, unfortunately, as I was getting ready for today. As you can tell, I am standing. I thought standing would be a little bit better today. I could show a little bit more emotion, stay a little bit more alert and awake. Well, so you got P2. Good job, bro. Coming up to Tier 4. I like it. I love it. Let's see what you can do in here. Should be able to do a very good job. Just waiting for everybody to ready up, and then we're just going to be jumping straight into the action today. As everybody is readying up. Yeah, as I was saying, Pete has won back-to-back opening rounds in Tier 4. I'm going to be excited to watch him, see if he can stay ahead of everybody else in Tier 4. So as we get underway, I'm going to pull up the track map as we get into qualifying. 20 turns, 3.4 miles, 5.5 kilometers. There's 20 turns. All of them are very technical and fast, especially the one in the first sector. There's plenty to do there, considering all the technical bits wide open, letting off. I don't know, Welshie. I wasn't able to look. But as we are loading in, I'm very excited to watch Grenfro and Edge. Edge, especially a little bit quicker at this track. I do feel like Ace, he's reserving today. Ace has been a very good competition for Tier 2 and Tier 1 in the past. Has done major wonders in those two tiers. I think Season 3, he was my teammate. Ooh, as we do have some wet qualifying today. That's definitely going to be interesting. I want to see how these drivers are able to handle it. So we get up my board here. So we see people on the wet tire. Ooh, I was not prepared for a wet race. I will tell you that much, or wet qualifying. Turn that off. Who's going to be the first one out on track? Let's see. I see some movement in the Red Bull garage of Lally Taps. We're going to ride on board with Lally and see how the track conditions are. Because I'm going to turn off the HUD so you don't have to see the buttons. Hopefully I can remember them. Yes, Lally is the only one out so far. Yeah, I guess MG Jan got into your seat, but that's okay. So you can see how incredibly wet it is out right now. Just downpouring at the minute. Oh no, Sign-On, that's not good. That is very not good. As we are looking at Lally coming down the long back straight. Gonna jump on board. Just look at all the puddles on track right now. No game sound? Should have game sound. Let me look. Should have game sound now? No? Turn it down a little bit. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Should be good to go now. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike I see. But that's okay. As Lally is starting his lap. Gonna want to break a little bit early, or you can break a little bit later on that first hill, I do say. But with the wet, it's hard to judge. I have not practiced the wet in a very long time. We have most of the field coming out on their outlap. I think there's just keep 4 or 5 people still in the pits, including Pete and Deathman. Jim just raged last week, getting into P4 right behind his teammate Pogs. Him and his teammate Pogs were riding right with each other the whole entire race, able to get a good launch for the first stint. Second stint, they were able to pit correctly with the safety cars and have a good race together. Lolly with a sector 2 of a 113.7 as we're going to quickly see that go down. Pogs is on enters. We're going to jump down to Pogs. Even though he's only in the pits. We're going to jump back to Lolly. See what his completed lap is. So we can get a good rough estimate on what everybody's going to be doing today. Lolly coming around the last corner, very able to get the power down very slowly with it starting a 150.1. Who's behind him? I think it is the Red Bull, or not the Red Bull, the Alfa Romeo of Jim Just Raged. You can see a little bit of oversteer there. Jim Just Raged with a 152.8. Who's behind them as we do get a couple more people. Echo Alex with a 151.6. MG Dan with a 153.6. And we have Nightmare Ninja coming around the last corner. Putting the power down a little bit quick. Not besting Jim's best time, but going P4 with a 153.2. Let's see if we can get I am expecting most of these guys to go on multiple laps here, because if you just throw on like 10 laps of fuel, let these wet and intermediate tires, you can really take these for a couple laps, at least 3 to 4 laps at least. Diego de Savage invalidates his lap. So we have Sidon coming around for Zoso. I mean, Sidon has not gone in yet or come out yet. Zoso must have spun out in his lap. Has a very, very, very slow lap. But goes P8 with a 2-minute .4. Ballum with a 156.4. Fnatic with 153.6. I do believe it's 2 seasons ago, Fnatic did win the Tier 4 championship. As we do see her in Tier 4 again. Yeah, and after 2 or 3 laps, they were in like the perfect window to be doing laps. We have 20 drivers, and I don't know what your gamer tag is there, Chief. So is that Deathman or who? Deathman, alright. Perfect. Let me get you an invite there, Chief. Ooh. Deathman. There you go. Yeah, it is bugging a little bit. Fnatic improving a little bit, I think. Quick Tongue, it did improve from a 220 to a 153.2. Edge setting a 152.3. Diego setting a 152.3 as well. Jim Just Rage improving to a 150.7. Going pole by almost a second. As we do have... As you see, Camo spin out. But I do want to watch Pogs on these intermediate tires. It's going to be very interesting to see if he's able to get that extra grip on these guys. But I don't. Oh no, no. I don't think he has the. I don't think he has the good grip. Yes, if you guys have not liked the video, please do so. It'll help spread our content and help grow the community, which will be very good, beneficially for us to grow as a league and keep growing together as a team. As we've seen him spin out twice already, I don't know if it's going to be really worth it for him. As we do see the Lorraine is lighting up a little bit. Let's go on board. Yeah, it is lighting up a little bit compared to what it was earlier. But as we start to see more and more people come out, I think that the rain is letting up. Ooh, who to ride on board with? We're going to ride on board with Balaam, as he is invalidated, so never mind. How about a Zoso, as he loses the rear end a little bit. Yeah, we're seeing a lot more people go onto the intermediate tire. I want to watch one of the front runners when they come out onto the intermediate tire. I'm going to hop on board with them, either Edge or Lally Tops. As we watch Zoso, it was not on a lap, as he is a minute down. Is Jim on a lap? Ooh, as we catch Jim Just Rage putting down a little bit too much power and going straight into the barrier. It's very, very unfortunate. We come on board with Kama, who's yet to set a lap as he's coming around the last corner now. Oh, wrong button. Not going to be enough for pole, but goes P9 at the 152.4. As we have Night Ninja coming out, Ace coming out on intermediate tires. Ace is going to be on a lap, I do believe, but he is invalidated. Fnatic on an outlap, Night Ninja on an outlap as well. About to get there. Echo Alex coming out on those intermediate tires along with Edge. Really gonna love to see how this stacks up. He's definitely having a harder time carrying speed through the corners than the wet tires, but he is P11, so he's probably still getting used to the conditions. He's really slamming the door down on the gas pedal. Getting a lot of oversteer. Having to really flick the steering wheel. Getting a lot of understeer now. Very interesting. And I wasn't looking when he was on his sector. Lifted a little bit through there. Yeah, he is putting on a lot of steering lock as well. As we do see most of the field on the intermediate tires now, it looks like it's just sprinkling a little bit. Night Ninja probably going to be the first. He set a purple sector 2. He's 1.7 seconds up on his time. So the intermediate tires are indeed the way to go. Come through the wide U-turn. Second to last corner. And last corner is you're going to be able to put the power down perfectly onto the last straight. This goes full power. Lets off a little bit. Goes a 149.9 pole position currently, as Ace goes a 150.8 and putting his first lap on the intermediate tires as well. Turp Charles sticking to those wets at the minute. We see a lot of people coming out on these, or starting their laps on these intermediate tires. Echo Alex getting a purple sector 2. It could be the game bugging, or it could be an actual sector 2. Being able to hold the power steadily down. We're nearing the end of qualifying with just 3 minutes remaining. Echo Alex going a second and 3/10 clear of P2 with a 148.6 currently. Lolly Top's coming on the back straight. See how much he is up on his time. He's a second and a half up. He's going to want to gain another second and a half if he wants to even fight for pole position. Just carefully putting the power down, not being too hesitant. Nice and easy steering input. It's basically as if an F1 car is a GT car now in the wet. Lolly coming around the last corner, putting the power down very nicely, holding on to it. Lolly going pole with a 148.5. We're going to go down to Diego. Yeah, I do reckon pole will be a 47 as well. Diego 2.5 seconds up on his time. As we start to see the line very clearly on the track now. If you veer from that, you might gain some, but you might lose more. Very depending on where the track is. A 148.2 from Fnatic as Diego comes across the last line and setting a 147.8. As the two Mercedes go 1 and 3 currently. As the reserve of Ace goes a 147.841. Quick Tongue in the Williams with a 148 flat. Midnight with a 149.2. As we see Jim Just Rage all the way down to P9. You see everybody else gearing up to go, especially Jim Just Rage and Terp. This is tier 4 Walshy. There has been no lobby reset yet. We see everybody starting to cross the line. Most people are going on their final lap. Diego de Savage is 8 seconds up, not even bothering. Ace is 7/10 up on his time. He's going to be a little bit far off. Quick Tongue a second off his pace. Fnatic pulling into the pits. Lolly 8/10 up on his time. Well, I can't check Discord while I'm doing this, just so you guys know I'm one person crew at the minute, so doing my best here. As we were just waiting for Lolly. She's just coming through the pits, as we have Edge as well. Edge, Deathman, and Pogs are all coming to the line right now. These guys might be able to jump onto the top. So Edge goes a 152.3. Deathman invalidates. And here comes Old Man Pogs, who also invalidated. That's unfortunate. That is now the qualifying session. Sign-On with a 146.4. Edge with a 145.280, putting it on pole. Here is our starting positions. Edge in the AlphaTauri with a 145.2. Terp Charles in second. Sign-On in third. Echo Alex in fourth. Gwenfro fifth. Camo sixth. Zoso seventh. Diego DeSavage eighth. Ace 10th. And Quick Tongue wrapping up your top 10. Fnatic in 11th. Lollytops 12th. Midnight Killer in 13th. Balam 14th. Night Ninja 15th. Jim Just Rage 16th. Pete 17th. MG Jan is apparently not supposed to be in here, so we're restarting the lobby for him. Deathman 19th. Pogs in 20th. I'm gonna switch over. I gotta pull this up real quick as we are loading into the new session. Gonna pull up some pull this up. Wait. This is going to be a really interesting race. I don't have no idea what the weather is going to be in to start the race. So, yeah, we should do reverse grid. That would be perfect. Yeah, let's do reverse grid. I like that. I'm just loading out now. Top 3 predictions. I honestly have no idea what the top 3 is going to finish off to be like, just because of all the different possibilities that can happen. That's a very good prediction. Pugs P1, Pete P2, Sign-On P3. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Edge P1, Ace P2, and Gwenfro P3. That's my prediction right now. Yep, Edge, Ace, and Gwenfro. That's my prediction for sure. It's very possible Pugs could win here. Very possible. I'm gonna set down my keyboard. Yeah, he does deserve to win. There's been a couple times in the past he's gotten very, very close to winning. I don't remember the tracks off the top of my head, but the reason why I have Ace finishing P2 is He was a consistent finisher in Moose in recent seasons. He's been taking the last couple seasons off due to his work schedule. Looks like he was able to get in here today, which is awesome to see. Yeah, sign on if he runs his normal consistent race, he's gonna be right up there, right in front. Edge has always been consistently quick. Even last season when he first jumped in, he was pretty quick. Thank you, sir. I like my American flag. Got a nice little cabin painting back there. We're filling it out. Ignore the LED lights on the roof. I have to take them down. They don't longer work. Remember, there is no formation lap still this week. So there's going to be plenty of racing straight away, right into it. It's going to be perfect. The painting behind you, that one, it's like a little log cabin. Jim just raised, you are going to be coming for those points, brother. I expect you to finish in the top 5 this week again. That one? That's a flag for the Second Amendment. It's a golden eagle with 2 guns in front of it. Or 1 in front of it, 1 behind it. Yeah, I'll take a picture and send it to you in your DMs after the stream. Dutchman just reminded me. So we're just waiting to go still. I think they're still doing all the preparation and stuff. I'm slowly evolving my setup here. I got a new desk last night. I'm just waiting to get 2 monitors now, and then I'll be able to have a permanent setup that'll be a lot better than this 55-inch TV I have. That'll be in a couple months when I'll be able to get those 2 monitors. I mean, I do have a couple big guns, but I don't know if you want to. I don't know if I can see them on or you show them on stream. Get my keyboard back up as we are starting to ready up. Yeah, I don't think I can show my guns. So I think YouTube will demonetize it. Don't want that to happen. Yeah, they definitely would not like that one bit. As we have all 20 drivers in here. We are just waiting for the ready up still. Everybody put your predictions in chat. Who do you think is going to win it? I currently have Edge P1, Ace P2, Gwenfro P3. We have Dutchman earlier say Pogs P1, Pete P2, Sign On P3. Put your predictions in the chat. I'm going to give you 4 guys to choose from today. Who do you guys think are going to win? Tell me in the poll up top in your chat. We got 4 options for you guys to choose from. We are beginning to ready up. Drop it down in the poll. So far, Gwenfro is leading the poll by 50%. Everybody else has 17. Who do you think's gonna win, Punju? You drop it in chat. McLaren? McLaren's gonna win. Yeah? Drop it in chat, Punju. What you saying? Who's your top 3 today? We are about to get underway. Hey, that rhymed. Yeah, you think Echo has this on lock? We will definitely have to see. Ace is just trying to finish. Well, I have you coming P2, Ace, so you better do me proud, bro.
When I seem lost, thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I suffer so much?
So I'm now going to
To feel your touch.
pull that up. So we are about to get underway at the United States Grand Prix of the Circuit of Americas. 1 of 2 races this season. Don't forget that. And also, quick reminder, Pete has won both opening rounds of Tier 4, so I do expect him to win at this race today. Toby, you're good to just chillax today as we are getting underway. 5 red lights, and away we go. I'm gonna hide my UI, get this stuff up. Let's go too wide through a lot of places on the track. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. I want to go back up to the front. So we do see our predicted pit strap strategy. Most of the medium runners are going to be wanting to pit around lap 12 to 15. As I'm now going to pull up what tires everybody is on. If I could find it. Almost everybody starting on the medium tire besides Echo Alex, Fnatic, Pete, Jim Just Raged, Deathman, and Pogs, as we see most of the medium runners starting to fall to the back. Sign on trying to make a move on turf trials as Edge, our pole sitter, all the way back into 13th already. Gwenfro sitting P3. Sign on sticking right on the back as these top 3 are starting to pull a little bit of a gap. As I am on leader, I'm not even on the right gap one. Interval tire is gonna go up to position change. Boom. Zoso is down 12 positions as well. His Edge is all the way in the back as well. Ace picking up 4 positions off the start, currently sitting at P4 from P8. Echo Alex fortunately dropping a couple positions as well. Diego the Savage and their teammate Fnatic currently sitting P6 and 7 right next to each other. Quick Tongue and the Williams trying to hold on to the Mercedes as both Ferraris with Camo and Night Ninja sitting right behind Quick Tongue, but the gap's starting to appear across the group. We're going to jump on board back with the fight. What is this camera angle? As we currently have Terp Charles in the lead with a 6-second gap to Sign-On, with then a 2-second gap to Gwenfro, then a 1-second gap to Ace. As you see most of the gaps across the field, as we might jump all the way down to the back. Watch a couple of the close fights back here as we have Edge getting right past Midnight, but Midnight keep fighting right back. Going side by side. Gets back by Edge. His Edge might go around the outside. Nope, his Edge gives him a nice little friendly bump. As Midnight maintains the position. You have Edge slowly gaining. You're going to make a dive up the inside. Why does it keep going to that? His Edge keeps trying to dive up the inside. Midnight just focuses on his exit. Gets the power down. Is able to power right past Edge on the exit. As Pogs is all the way in the back. He's also down at 12 positions as well. And SG Walshy up 8 positions. Ace still sitting behind Gwefro. With a nice little gap in front of him and behind him to nice focus in and just put those laps in. Get more consistent as the race goes on. As we have Diego the Savage getting right by Echo Alex. As their teammate Fnatic has fallen down a couple positions. Those medium tires starting to get already in that optimal temperature zone, as those hards are a little bit harder to warm up. Sign-On got kicked. Let's see if I can get you back in here. There should be an invite inside the game for you. And we do have a yellow flag of Jim Just Rage. Very unfortunate. As Terp Charles now has a 3.5 second gap to Sign-On. As Sign-On is slowly getting caught by Gwenfro. Terp Charles is just being able to just pull right away. Gwenfro still sitting at around 80% ERS. He's aiming at being able to hold on to it still. Just using bit by bit on each exit, just being able to stay right into the side of that DRS. Not using any, just going to hold on to it into the front straight probably. Get right by him then. As they are starting to gain back on Terp Charles. Who is using his DRS a little bit more and more. You got about 1 minute left on the pole. Yes. We have Gwenfro winning the pole with 36%. So we have Gwenfro diving into the pits. Or not diving into the pits. Looks like he might have spun a little bit. That lets Ace get right past into P3, losing all that momentum and time gain he had on Sign-On. very unfortunate for him. We are going to go some cinematic real quick. Oh, Winfro, I guess, left. I did not notice that. I am sorry. As we get Diego de Savage, has a 3-second time penalty for track limits. That would definitely explain a lot of why Gwenfro lost a lot of time there very quickly. Same with Sinon, as they are trying to fight back and get into the race again. We're going to jump down to midnight. As him and Edge are still fighting. As Edge gets right past Fnatic. Fnatic still fighting it on those hard tires as those mediums are starting to wear a little bit more. Edge just trying to work his way up the field. Yes, Gwenfro is back in. I just saw him join. We see Lollytop's getting a 3-second time penalty as well for track limits. As we see, is that Ace? Yes, as we see Ace spinning out here. Trying to find a good spot to turn around. I don't know what he's doing. Trying to get onto the pavement so he can get a better turnaround. Not block anybody's lap. Good on him. It's Quick Tongue sitting P7 up 2 positions. Edge up 9 positions, sitting P8. Gwenfro lost a little bit more time with a spinning right there. As Camo gets a 3-second time penalty as well, trying to push to keep up with Diego de Savage. Yeah, that is very big brain move by Ace. Staying out of the way of everybody else. What a gentleman indeed. We're going to jump down to Pete, as he is currently 5/10 away from Night Ninja, up 5 possessions as well. As Night Ninja is blinking, but Pete is still at 50%. Pete on the hard tires as well. His tires are going to be prime to overtake Night Ninja here. Pete's going to want to start overtaking as many people as possible going into his next medium stint. That way he's in front of all of them. But when they put on the hard tires, they are going to be about the same pace as Pete. So Pete's going to have a very quick turnover rate onto those medium tires. Fnatic getting a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So everybody having a 3-second time penalty at the minute. As Fnatic dives into the pits. Probably with some damage. Jim Just Rage going up into 14th. As Pete is still showing himself in Night Ninja's ears, as we do have a yellow flag of Pogs? Is that Pogs? Yes, I do believe Pogs has spun again. Pete just hitting these lines, making Night Ninja mess up bit by bit, but not able to keep the power down to stay right behind him. He's going to want to brake a little bit later. Brake a little bit later, a little bit longer. Deploy that ERS, and this should be an easy done overtake. Very nicely done by Pete. Very nicely done. As he is now going to make progress into Edge and the rest of the field in front of him. We're going to jump up to Camo, who is 4/10 away from Diego de Savage. Currently on the back of him, looking to take this 4th position. Hold the power down. Taking it very wide. Definitely going to get a track warning for that, I do believe. But able to hold the power down. Is going to dive up the inside right here. Place DRS. Chicken. Able to get it, I do believe. Going to open up the DRS. Down the main straight. Both of them deploying the ERS. Tapping their wheels a little bit. So you can see the DRS now going into effect. Camo able to get right past Diego DeSavage, but yet Diego DeSavage trying to pressure him back, but that's going to let Echo Alex right back into this fight for P4, as they are just scrunched together now. But that's also going to allow Quick Tongue, Edge, and Pete to slowly inch their way back into this. Turp Charles up in front, able to just put the consistent laps down, stay about 3 seconds ahead of Sign-On. Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy. It has been cloudy since the beginning of the race, but I don't think there's going to be any rain. Going to jump down to Pete as he is digging into Edge's time pretty quickly here. We are going to keep an eye right on Diego DeSavage and Echo Alex. But as we look at it, Pete is getting closer and closer. But Deathman at 2 positions behind him. Less than a tenth away from the man he wants to pass, who is Night Ninja as well. It's Pete losing some time. Gaining it right back. Losing it again. But Deathman is hanging on right to the back gearbox of Night Ninja. This has been a very, very, very good race so far, if you have asked me. No safety car yet. Everybody, man, this has been awesome to watch and commentate. Let me know what you guys think so far. If we do see Turp Charles diving into the pits. Or not diving into the pits. Oh man, he must have spun out. Or did he go into the pits? What tire is he on? Let's see. Let's pull up our information. Stops. Yep, Turp Charles spun. Oh no. Sign-On now in the lead with Gwenfro second. Camo third. Turp Charles getting slung right into the middle of Pete and Edge. Somebody else picks up another time penalty. Sweet NSG Welshie getting by Deathman. As you can look at the track map, we got multiple pods of racing here currently. There's plenty of race left. Still 18 laps to go. But as you know, a safety car can come out at any second and just mix up this entire race. I'm gonna stick on board with Edge for a little bit. As NSG Welshie gets by yet another car, gets right past the Ferrari of Night Ninja, now trying to make this 4-second gap disappear to Pete, who is right on the back of Turp Charles. But Turp is right on the back of Edge, who's right on the back of Quick Tongue. Diego DeSavage trying to pull a gap from Echo Alex currently, but not being able to do his best luck. Just trying his best. You see Diego DeSavage not wanting him to pull in this gap. We're going to drop back down to Edge. As we see Pete getting past Turp. Edge is right on the back of Quick Tongue currently. A safety car would be very interesting. It would shake this whole race to bits, because everybody would want to get on those hard tires right here and now. Ooh, as we see Quick Tongue going into the wall with no contact, losing his front wing, but will not bring out the safety car. as there is now a... As we gonna jump up to Echo Alex, who is now pulling onto Diego de Savage, but who is also pulling on there. Oh, yeah. Hey, Jake. How's it going there, Chief? Whew. Gonna jump down to midnight. He's 12 seconds behind it. Jim just raised. Jim is about to make a pass down Deathman, but not able to make it happen just yet. But he might be able to down this long straight, as Deathman does not have any DRS. Jim's gonna use most of his here to try and make the pass. As he gets it done, is Deathman gonna fight it? He does not. Jim with 10th place. We're going to jump up to Pete, who's going alongside Edge right now. 4-6. Edge able to hold the power down, get his position back. Terp Charles right behind them still. Pete trying his best to get past Edge here. Most of these medium runners are going to want to start pitting here within the next couple laps. Just bumper to bumper traffic here. As Sign-On just enjoying a good old Sunday drive. 7.5 seconds ahead of Gwenfro. We jump back down to Gwenfro, as we could continue to watch this fight. Terp just being able to hold right onto the back of them, as I'm pretty sure Edge is having a more of a straight line setup. He is also using a lot of ERS. Pete trying to show himself in the mirrors. Yeah, you do, Toby. You do need a safety car. As we have Terp Charles diving into the pits, along with Diego de Savage. As Edge and Pete go to pull away. Pete has gained about a 10th immediately. Gaining some more. Pete must be thinking this is the time I gotta push on this crossover period to be able to get in front of Terp and in front of Pete. As Sign-On is still having a Sunday drive. If he wanted to, he could pit and come out P6 right now. As Jim just raged, and Deathman spinning, causing each other to spin. Pete going for the inside dive, hard on the brake, equal on the brakes, side by side still, even on the power. Both those medium tires still having a little bit of an edge. Pete braking a little bit late, trying to get that outside momentum. But Edge able to get the power down very fast compared to those hard tires on Pete. As this is still a dogfight for P4. Ace spun out, and he just collectively spun out a couple more times, pit, and he's at the back now. Sign on now. 9.5 seconds in front of Camo in P2. So much gappage the Sign on has done. If Terp Charles did not spin, he would have easily had it. But Terp down in 10th place managed to jump Edge by over a second on his outlap. Now quickly putting some pressure on Midnight Killer. But that is also going to allow Edge to quickly get back at him. But we have freaking Jim Just Raged up here in 6th place. Give it, he is 11 seconds behind, or no, he's right on the back of Gwenfro. Yeah, let's pull up the tires. Let's see what everybody is going for. Most of the people should be on hard tires. Yeah, as most of the field is on hard tires. Most of them have yet to pit, as we have Echo Alex yet to pit, along with Pete, Jim Just Rage, Deathman have yet to pit. 1 and 2 of Sign On and Camo have yet to pit. Pogs has yet to pit all the way down in 20. What? Ooh, as we see Jim Just Rage spinning out on those oldish mediums, or oldish hards, I do say. But Sign On is coming into the pits. Coming out of the pits now on those hard tires. Still in 3rd place. Look at that. He is only in 3rd place. Sign On absolutely balling out today for the Williams team. Gwenfro right on the back of Camo, hoping to take that 2nd place back from him. Deathman still having to pit. As we have Quick Tongue spinning in Sector 1, Turn 3, putting him all the way back into 18th. Gwenfro going side by side with Camo, putting the power down very quick and early, getting right past them before the corner. But as we see, Deathman also try to get by in the same corner. Camo fighting back, Deathman hanging it around the outside, trying to get the good old momentum move. Still on the inside of Camo. Push a little bit wide. Ooh, Camo touching the curb, spinning. Good dodge by Diego de Savage. Camo right back on track with Terp Charles getting past him now. As Fnatic has 9 seconds, Ace has 6 seconds, and everybody else who has a penalty having 3 seconds. This now completely bunching up the field. Except for Echo Alex, who is way on front, and Pete, who is going to be pitting for those medium tires here within the next lap or 2. I do think Pete is going to be coming in this lap due to his ERS usage. Along with Echo Alex. We're going to ride along board with Echo. Actually, no. Where's the gaps? Everybody is within. There's everybody. Yep. Everybody's a second gap. Besides Jim at Midnight. Sign On right on the back of Pete already. I do believe Echo Alex and Pete are one of the only twos left to pit. Yes, along with Midnight Killer and Pogs. Everybody else has pitted. Ooh, wrong button. Sign on making a move, trying to make a move around the outside. Not able to get it done. But Echo Alex is diving into the pits for the medium tire. He is going to be coming out in P6 right behind Turp Charles. Those medium tires are going to light the way for him, with Jim Just Rage with the fastest lap so far with a 138.014. We have made it this far without a safety car because these guys have been excellent today. They've given each other loads of space. Very respectful driving all around from Tier 4 today. Sign on making the pass of Pete for P1. Pete trying to hang on to it as long as he can, but fighting is only going to make him fall behind even more as Echo Alex is losing more and more time to Turp Charles. As Pete dives into the pits, leaving Sign on to venture on his lonesome self now. Let's see what the gap is when Gwenfro crosses the line. Here gets past Pete. The time to Sign on is 9.2 seconds. As Pete comes out behind Edge and Night Ninja. Pete losing a lot of time fighting with Sign on there. Sign on losing a little bit of time fighting with him as well. Oh, you had to change your accounts real quick, huh, Semtex? Yeah, I see it. Ace getting another 3-second penalty. That puts him up to 9 seconds now. So we're going to jump down to Pete, who is lighting up his medium tires now. Going for a pass on Night Ninja. Getting it done down the straight. Side by side into the corner. Pete laid on the brakes, able to get the power down nice and early on those hard tires of a Night Ninja. Now Pete is going to go on the hunt for Edge on those hard tires. But Echo Alex in 5th place, hunting down Turp Charles. Echo Alex is going to be a force to reckon with here for these last 8 or so laps, just based on the fact that he has 4 laps newer medium tires. He's within 2 seconds of 4th and 3rd, so he very well may get a podium today, but I do not see him catching 2nd or 1st place. Well, actually, Diego is within arm's reach of 2nd place, so he very well may get 2nd place here if he does it right. Punju, keep your eye out on Echo Alex. Where are everybody else at? Who has a gap 4? Who has 4? Turp Charles looking to get a good launch down this straight as we see Diego blinking already. But Turp Charles is at 6% as well. Echo Alex sitting back there at a 1.1 second gap. He's going to really want to push those medium tires here and now if he wants a chance at 2nd place. As we have a 4-car fight for P2, spread out by about 3 seconds currently. Midnight Killer finally going into the pits after spinning a bunch. And there's 18-lap-old mediums. NSG Welshie getting a 3-second time penalty. I really wish in F1 2023, if they were to come out with brand new broadcast cameras that would show the two cars racing together like iRacing does. Like this. If they were to just, you know, show the two cars together, that would be fantastic. But nope, we only get to see one car. Extremely zoomed in as well. See Turp Charles having to get off the gas a little bit because he was able to get a better run than Diego had. But Echo Alex is within arm's reach still. Turp Charles consistently putting down pressure on Diego de Savage. And Echo Alex is just waiting to pounce on it. Diego de Savage with a 3-second time penalty. Have a DRS train with second place currently. Yes, bug-free servers would be excellent. Turf Charles is going to be making a move down this straight, I do believe. Going on the outside. Late on the brakes. Trying for a switchback. Still in the mirrors. But that's also going to let Echo Alex onto his inside. Closing the door on Alex. Trying to stick with Diego. Diego lagging just a wee little bit. It's very possible Pete can get a podium, but he's going to have to close in that 2-second gap and pass two cars here. Pete with a 137.4, the fastest lap of the race so far. Ooh. As we get to Echo Alex diving up the inside of Turp Charles, having to give him room there. Echo Alex getting a little impatient, sticking behind Turp Charles. Pete now at 1.7 seconds. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I click? We're good? Yeah, we're good. I clicked, I messed up. Alright, we're good. I clicked the wrong button. Whoopsies. Turp Charles spinning out again. Right out of third place. Yeah, we are definitely not starting soon. We're already in the thick of it. Pete getting a glory position from Turp Charles spinning, who is now right behind him. He got a tap in the back from Echo. That's unfortunate. It's Pete looking to make a move right down the... Not going to be able to make it done. Yes, they are, Toby. They're about 2 seconds off, though. They got this. As we still have a three-way fight for third place. Oh, wrong one. Diego DeSavage with a 6-second penalty. That's gonna drop him 2 places, if not 3 places for sure. Edge with a 3-second pen. Deathman with a 6-second. Jim Just Rage is gonna gain a couple spots from those two. Well, maybe not even those two. Probably just Deathman. Camo, Lolly, both having 6 seconds. Welshie, Night Ninja having 3. Fnatic having 12. Not a good day for her. Pete getting past Echo Alex, putting him into P4. Currently putting him on the podium. Pete just waiting to make his move. Trying to make Diego DeSavage mess up. Staying right on his bumper. Getting right on his mirrors. Well, not bumper, gearbox. Staying right in his mirrors. Making those arrows pop up. Pete making a move down the inside. Makes it work. Does Echo Alex also get the move done? He does not. Pete getting the DRS. But that also allows Echo Alex to be right on the back. Echo gonna make the pass. Straight down the outside. Late on the brakes. Diego trying to carry more speed through there. Side by side still. Diego trying to make it stick in the inside. But Echo Alex just sticking right on his outside. Able to get the power down everywhere he goes. And finally... Ooh, it's still not even done yet. As Diego DeSavage still fighting back. Trying to keep this position in the last 3 laps. Diego holding onto the position. But Echo Alex getting... Oh my god, what a beautiful switchback. But getting a bad exit, that lets Diego get right by him again. Both of them blinking. That's going to let Edge get right into this mix again. And that is why we have had no safety cars today. The beautiful racecraft that these guys have shown has been amazing. Everybody who has spun out on their own. We still have 20 people in the race. Except for Midnight spinning out right there. It's unfortunate for him. He has now been lapped. Ooh, Echo Alex diving up the inside, making the move work. Edge trying to come up the inside as well. Ooh, Edge going around the outside of Echo Alex. Down the straight now, diving up the inside. Getting the move done, passing 2 cars within 2 corners. Edge up into P4, but he does have a penalty of 3 seconds. Gwenfro was one of the racers to watch today, finishing P2 last week, I do believe. Did he finish P2? Yes, he did finish P2. along with Pete, who won the race last week, sitting in third. Sign-On has been always consistent going through Season 6, holding that 9.5 second gap to 10-second gap on Gwenfro. As we see, Turp Charles now getting past Diego de Savage as well. Like this. This is a beautiful camera. Why can't we get more of this? How do you get into Tier 4? You should be able to join off of like Pogs or something. Midnight getting another 3-second penalty. As we see Turp Charles right on the back of Echo Alex trying to make a move. Yeah, we're going to go up to Pete and Gwenfro for P2. But it looks like Gwenfro spun out a little bit, letting Pete go into P2. If you guys ever want into P4 or Tier 4, just ask Pogs. And he should give you the right way to go about it. Yeah, I feel like I'm Tier 4 pace too. Pete currently sitting P2. Gwenfro sitting P3. Edge sitting P4. Diego de Savage sitting P5. As Turp Charles seems to have spun again. Jim Just Rage sitting in that P9 position with some more points for the Alfa Romeo crew. We are definitely going to have a little bit more time for interviews this week. Last week we were 15 minutes over. Hopefully we can get Pete in here, ask him a little bit of questions about Singapore last week as well, as he didn't want to do the interview. I do not know why. His Edge is without now a second. Yeah, these guys have all raced with respect. They have left so much clean space with each other. They've always left a gap. Even in the sketchiest parts, they're like, oh, don't go in, and then they back out. Smartest thing that these guys could do. Just making sure they finish. Midnight DNFing. Unfortunately, I think he DNF'd into the pits, and his car just drove back out onto track. Fortunately, not being the track for him. Anyway, we're going to jump down to Edge, trying to catch up to Gwenfro, but Edge having a 4-second penalty isn't going to do him, or a 3-second penalty isn't going to do him too well here. Yeah, holy time pens. Pogs getting another 3-second time penalty. I do not know where anybody is. Oop, there goes my mouse. I do not know where anybody is going to be finishing at the end of this race. This Edge is slowly closing in to Gwenfro. Oh shit. Why did it just click off? There we go. This Edge is within 2.5 tenths. If he wants to maintain P5, he is going, or P4 now, he's going to want to pull about another 0.5 tenth in front of Gwenfro, which he just about did right there. So we have our winner today, Sign-On, coming across in P1, 10 seconds ahead of Pete in P2 as we see Pogs spin out in the background. Pete coming around the last corner now to come around with a beautiful finish in P2. What a beautiful recovery. Edge coming in to P3 on track. Gwenfro moving up to P3 due to time penalties. Terp Charles, P5. Echo Alex, P6. Jim Just Rage jumping all the way up to the 7th. Diego de Savage falling all the way down to 8th. Deathman falling down to 9th. Camo 10th. Lollytops 11th. Remember the top 3 drivers interview room. As we are now loading up the final positions. We should do a fan vote interview. I'm just loading in now. You see Sign-On coming out to take his trophy. Sign-On finishing first in the Williams with a best time today of a 138.5 during the race, but that does not matter. I don't even know why I said it. Pete coming in P2, Gwenfro P3, Edge P4, Terp Charles P5, Echo Alex P9, Jim Just Raged 7th, Diego de Savage 8th, Deathman 9th, Camo 10th, Lally 11th, Night Ninja 12th, Quick Tongue 13th, Welshie 14th, Ace 15th, Ballum 16th, Fnatic 17th, Zoso 18th, Pogs 19th, and our only non-finisher, Midnight. Very, very beautiful job all around from all involved today. As I am going to get our interviewees. Who shall we bring in first? Do I think we only have one? Hello, I am just adjusting you in here. Joining us first today, we have Gwenfro. Gwenfro, how do you think your race went with all the chaos that happened with no safety cars as well?
It was okay. Pretty easy race for me, honestly. Just one stop. I think I overtook maybe 1 or 2 cars. Got overtaken by Pete at the end. That's about it. Was able to keep it clean.
Yeah, it was a very clean race from everybody involved. Unfortunately, we did see you spin out a couple times, saw maybe a couple taps in the rear. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I can't remember any other time other than just at the last lap. Pete was faster than me for sure, and I was defending and a little tap, but I didn't spin. I was able to save it. Probably lost 6 seconds maybe, so we'll see what happens, but that's all right. I mean, a lot different to tier 5 where it's just chaos.
Yeah,
I'm Danny
tier
Rick.
5 was a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, COTA's a fun track though. I like it. I had a good setup, so I was able to
Yeah,
hit podium.
you're
I'm
able
happy
to
with that.
stick right on the back of everybody with your setup, even through all the fast bets, even down the straights.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that puts me to P1 in the Drivers' Championship. So
I very well
happy
think
about that.
so.
Take that.
I think you are the only interviewee we have today. Nobody else wanting to join.
I guess that's it.
I'm gonna try and get one more person.
Well, I had a fun race. Good luck, everyone else. Let's hope to have
You
more
said
like that.
Dutchman said you looked like you sound like Danny Rick.
I'm not Australian, but that would be cool if I was. I'm the American Danny Rick. How about that? Danny Rick turns into me when he comes to the U.S.
It's very,
I
very
think
true.
Simon's trying to get in here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Sign On in here because I'd love to hear his beautiful voice.
I was tired. I'm sweating.
Well, I'll let you go take a break. Thank you very much.
Good luck with your race.
I will
You
try
have
my
fun.
best.
All right, see ya.
Thank you for joining, brother. We're just waiting for Sign On now. Mute that. Trying to get Sign On in here. But that is not happening. Yeah, Pete, let's talk to you, brother. I want to talk to you. I want to get your thoughts about looks like we have Snipered. Snipered, I'm gonna bring you in here. Good. Next up, we have Snipered, aka Edge. Brother, how you doing today? Beautiful racing out there.
I'm doing good. Just got one thing about the grid, but that's all good. I was supposed to be P1. I started P17, but hey, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, I
I
definitely
don't
saw
complain.
that.
I don't complain. I just like the race, so it doesn't bother me. I'll still take a P4.
Yeah, I was saying something like, "Oh, he's out the way in the back now." Okay, I thought he was on pole. Like you definitely were on pole last I saw, but I guess
Hey,
they didn't see it.
Pogs or yeah, whoever hosts it, it's all good. It's not his fault. There's a lot of work to do, so I don't care where I start. I just like racing, so getting points for the team. That's all.
But yeah, you definitely had a beautiful comeback drive for starting all the way in the back.
Oh yeah, try to keep it clean.
Definitely was watching your battle along with Pete and Echo Alex throughout the whole second stint. It was very fun to watch. You'll have to watch it back.
I will. I will. I will. I mean, I had a good battle with what's his name? I think it was Terp. Kept it all clean for 3, 4 turns or about that. So for sure, for sure. All right, I gotta go. I gotta eat some dinner. So I'll catch you later. No problem.
Why was there no audio? Can you hear me now? Well, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. Please tune in for April 30th next weekend for Hungary. Should be even more closer racing. Should be better. Please tune in to the Tier 3. Should be starting right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe here. If you haven't joined us in the MRL League yet, join the Discord link in the description. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.